it's Nompumelelo, it's Kokezo, it's Lebu, Atalia, and it's Kio. And those are my friends. We plant cabbage in the garden, and we are having fun to plant tomatoes and cabbage, and we just have fun planting. We put the plant under the soil, we pour water every single day. The plant came up. They cut the cabbage and then they went to the kitchen and cooked it.
We've been preparing for this trip for about a year now, so since I think about last December, and I really enjoyed getting to become better friends with everyone in the group, and I'm so blessed that I had this experience to come to South Africa.
I was really excited to come here because I had been working with Run for Macanyo since the beginning, our first run, and 4 years ago, I think. And so we'd been working for these kids, and coming to see them would be amazing. And so I didn't expect the language difference. Probably it was the biggest thing that was different for me. I was like, okay, maybe they don't know that much English, but then like when I got here, it was a little intimidating at first because the grade R's wouldn't maybe know a little bit more English, but it has worked out pretty well.
When school closes, I go to Northwest to just enjoy Christmas and go to church. We just pray for safety and for God to help us.
Some of the things I take for granted are definitely my family. I have really close relationships with my family, especially my parents and my two sisters. I feel as though at Macanyo, I don't know about their families at home, but I know that the relationships between their classmates are very strong, and when one falls, they make sure to pick each other up. The place we're staying at, the electricity is fine, but there's been power outages, so we've been just hanging around at night, and the lights will suddenly go off, and just because there's not enough power for everyone.
I take for granted that we have running water, and I'm sure, well, Macanyo Christian Academy, not all the facilities have running water. Think of for electricity, and we have not a good power services. I think having activities outside of school is great for kids and other people, because if you get your mind off studying, and especially like off doing work in class and academics for a while, and I think it's just good for all people too, and especially these kids, because they can't just sit down and listen to a teacher for hours straight. They have to go out and do something. It was great, like getting to know each kid, like personally, like through class and through playing with them outside and helping them with work and painting in class. And I mean, it is a little bit hard, but it's also pretty cool, like going to a different culture, learning their culture, and that's probably one of the reasons I came here.
Thanksgiving is when Americans give thanks. A few hundred years ago, pilgrims from Plymouth traveled from England to Plymouth, Massachusetts, where at first they had no food, they couldn't grow food, it was incredibly hard for them, and many of them died. But then an Indian named Squanto helped them and taught them how to grow corn and catch fish, and they were able to have a feast with them, and they gave thanks to God that they had survived. I've talked to some of my students, and they said that they don't have mothers, they don't have fathers, or their fathers left them. Many of the children here have clothes that are falling apart or families that are falling apart, and I'm thankful that I have a family that is together.
I'm thankful for God that He gave me my wonderful parents and my wonderful school.
I'm also thankful for my family that loves me very much and sent me money to come over here so I can go on this awesome mission trip.
I'm so thankful that these kids who wouldn't have many other opportunities like this. I'm so thankful that God has blessed this area with this school, and I'm very thankful for all the teachers who work really hard and provide for these kids.
I think we're being blessed from them. We see how they have so little and we have so much, and they are so joyful to come to school every day with the little that they have.
I'm thankful for this opportunity to come here. Many people have said this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to be able to travel halfway across the world, to be able to serve and be able to teach children. It's really been a great experience.
I'm thankful for all the things that I do have in America. It's really nice that I can be thankful for what I do have and that I have been blessed with.
I like to say to them, thank you very much. We are so grateful and we wish you can come back.
It was amazing to see the effect of Kelly and her team on the learners. In the whole spirit of Thanksgiving, the trip was absolutely blessed with moments, journeys and contributions that just blew everybody away. I can remember we visited an old age home where some of the smaller kids gave presents to some of the elderly in the area. And it was an amazing connection between youngsters, elderly, all those in need, caring for each other, giving thanks at the appropriate time. Over the past few years, we've seen MCA mature into an organization that has been capacitated and absolutely driven to change the community around them. From the bottom of our hearts, we would just like to say thank you.